Pull up a chair, we growing something good. Who's in the garden today? Roshita, Shelly, Jacqueline, CT, Texas Sunshine. Garden girls, yeah, we here. From the soil to the soul, let the conversation grow. Backyard dreams, garden schemes, let the good vibes flow. We talk seasons, life lessons in between. Laugh a little louder when the harvest ain't what it seems. Yeah. It's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, yeah. Welcome to the garden, everybody eats here. It's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls,
What up, my garden people? How y'all doing on this good Sunday evening? Hey, garden people. Hey, GT, what's up? Hey, Denzel, Nancy, how you doing? Just asking for a friend. Hey, happy Sunday to everybody. Welcome to the Garden Girls Chatting too. I know it's been 3 weeks instead of 2. I know y'all missed us. It's all right though. It's all right. Y'all too. Huh?
I said, we missed them too.
Yeah, I missed y'all too. I was sitting around Sunday like, I guess I get to relax a little longer. Hey, Breeza. So listen, welcome. Come on into the room. Put your feet up, get your snack out, grab your favorite drink of choice, and let's talk about this garden. You got some garden notes. Go ahead and pull them out because we want y'all to go ahead and do what y'all do. Y'all are really well at interacting in the chat. So welcome to the Garden Girls Chatting too. I am Rashida Monique. I garden in Michigan Garden Zone 6A. I was trying to make something up. Garden Zone 6A. And I garden in ground, raised beds, fabric bags, hydroponics, whatever I can put some soil in to grow something. How about that? I'm growing stuff. All right. So welcome. That's part of my introduction. Let me go ahead and do my snack. So I've been working with my nutritionist, right? So I got nutrition goals. I got fiber goals, protein goals, salt goals, blah, blah, blah. So I only ate one meal today. So I'm trying to make up for lost time. So I have some pineapple spears that were packed in coconut water. My sister bought them. The mugs is good. Some tomatoes from the hydroponic, some carrots from the veggie chase, celery, some turkey sticks. Yep, that's not it. Because I'm going to be snacking the whole thing unless I get extremely full. Cheese sticks, a yogurt, and then I have this dark chocolate sea salt bar that's high in fiber and protein. So that's what I'm doing, and I got water. Okay, so that's what we snacking on. She got goals. So when you see my mouth just running, I got goals. So I won't be up tonight eating cookies and chips. Because I will be if I don't eat no food.
Good job, Rashida. I said, good job.
Yeah, I'm working on it. We're trying not to focus so much on the scale and calories, but trying to better the quality of my food. And as I add, prayerfully the other stuff will drop off. Right.
Awesome.
Better choices. So I'm gonna let the ladies introduce themselves and their snacks if they have one. We're gonna keep it moving. All right. Shadi, go ahead.
All right. So, for those that don't know me, I am Shelly from Shelly's Homestead Hideaway. I am in Maryland Zone 7B. And here I grow in raised beds, in-ground beds, elevated beds, fabric pots, regular pots, self-irrigated planters or SIPs, hydroponics, and let me see, I think I got everything. And the newest thing is in green stalks. So that is how I grow all that I grow. And if you ever ask me, well, what are you growing? Or if anybody ever asks me that, I always reverse the question and say, what aren't I growing? Because I tend to grow a lot of things. Snacks, I'm not currently snacking because I'm going to be seeding some of these seed starting trays first, and then I'm going to transition to a snack, which will be limed tortilla chips with some salsa. When I get it, I'm going to tell y'all what the name of it is because it is handmade. So I'll share it with y'all once I get all of this cleaned up and transition to my snack. So I think that's it, right? I'm passing the mic to my girl, CC.
Hey, y'all. Welcome in.
We talk about these pink glasses first and foremost. Yeah.
Okay, so I am Cynthia from CC's Texas Garden. I'm in Zone 8B, 9A, and I grow in-ground, in containers, in raised beds, green stock, and hydroponically indoors. And yeah, my snacks tonight will be hydration water. And don't look, Rashida. Just turn your eyeballs away.
Right, girl. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Bam. We got some yellow cake. We got some yellow cake, lemon icing. And it smells amazing because I had my dinner, which was a jambalaya, and I got a little itis, but I'll be all right. Okay, I'm through.
Listen, y'all gonna have to wake Cynthia up. She got the itis. I skipped the whole, and that's another thing we working on. Like, I had breakfast before church, so it had to be like 10 o'clock, and I had a medium cup of coffee, and I drink on that coffee until I got home, and then I laid down. I haven't eaten anything, and it's like, she was like, when you don't go that long without eating, you don't make good choices, and she right because I don't. But anyway. Well, we're here to talk about me and my nutritionist, but listen.
Let's
go ahead and make your round
here before you go on.
I
talk about Jacqueline not being here right now.
Yeah, Jacqueline's coming. She's going to be a little late because I know y'all going to be like, where's Jacqueline? Where's Jacqueline? Where's Jacqueline? I know y'all be missing her. She said she's going to be a little later than usual.
Yeah.
But we want to patiently wait her arrival. But if you take your time and make your rounds, we greatly appreciate it. Share it on your page if you so desire. And share it with your friends, your family, even your enemy. Amen. They all need to know how to grow some food. Okay. So thumbs up, like, put your grow zone in the chat if you would, so that you can meet a neighbor. And state, if you don't mind, your state and your grow zone. Because my mama asked me, she said, well, what state? What grow zone is Georgia in? I said, it's not by state, baby. And so put your state and your grow zone. We like to meet some neighbors.
Thank you. Who is that? Brisna? I can't see. The laptop is too far away for compliments on the glasses.
Let me pop my comment section out because when I do the banners, I can't see it. So that's a new feature on StreamYard. I'm so glad they do that.
Popping out?
Pop out the chat. I think you might be able to have it as well. So at the bottom, it should be a box with the arrow.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've done our so welcome to the Garden Girls Chat and Chew. We've done the introductions. Add your grow zones in the chat. If you have any questions in the chat, go ahead and put them in the chat. We will answer them as we are able. If we seem to miss it, you can re-ask it. Respectfully. Amen. We do everything respectfully around here. And if you have any questions that you or topics you want us to cover in any future broadcasts, go ahead and email them to me at iambrundage@gmail.com. Actually, you can email them to all of us, but I just didn't want to put them to work. You know what I'm saying? But if you
We appreciate that very
we're
much.
good at communicating. Well, we tried to be anyway, even though I didn't send the email for today. But I'm just saying, normally we are good at
Read
communicating.
the chat and eat. Let me just touch and eat.
So here we go. 2-week garden update. So actually, it's a 3-week. It's a 3-week, right? 3-week garden update.
Yeah.
I have not cleared any more garden beds. I finally got my greenhouses assembled and put up. I taken
Is that plural?
2 of the small ones. Yes. Yes. So I got them up. I up potted some things out of my hydroponics into some soil. I put some stuff from the inside outside because I'm tired of fruit flies. Did I hurt them off like I should? I didn't. Do they look sad? They do. If they bounce back, I'd be grateful. If they don't, I ain't even tripping. All right. 2 things I realized today. So I told y'all my garlic rotted. Was that before? Maybe I told y'all. Maybe I didn't tell the chat. So y'all know in November I planted some of my old garlic outside, and I said, well, it seems good. I'm gonna plant it and see if I get something. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm watching. Hello. So I said my garlic rotted. So I'm digging. I said, well, let me take the soil out and re-drill holes. Well, I don't have anywhere to dump all the soil to, so I'm using that soil to like up pot my stuff in so I can empty the pot so I can drill the holes, right? And I'm digging in this barrel, and I'm like, ain't but a few rotten cloves in here. But then as I began to dig, can y'all guess what I found in there?
More?
Nah. They're not putting in nuts.
Oh.
Walnuts to be exact. And then my memory went back. I remember a few weeks after I planted the garlic, I walked on my porch and I kept smelling. I said, that garlic is strong for some reason. And I told my sister, I wonder if them squirrels took my garlic out and put their nuts in.
Probably.
That's hilarious.
So that's
y'all have walnut trees?
That's where I got the walnut from. I got one. We got one behind my church, but I don't know around here where they come from. It must be from one around here somewhere. I don't know where it is, but they need to show it to me because I need some free walnuts. So anyway, so that was an interesting find. So today I've been sick. So y'all, I've been fighting with this sinus infection since before May, and it just got worse. So I done antibiotics and all the things and all the stuff. And I was like, Rashida, it didn't got hot. It went from cold. When I tell you it went from cold to hot, it went from like 40 to 80. And I'm sweating to death today. Okay, it's hot. And I was like, we ain't getting no more time. And you know, once it get hot, we only gonna be hot for like 8 to 10 weeks tops. You ain't getting no more time. And so I'm out there today and see, I did 72 sales today. I think I did 72 sales. So I did my cold crop. I did. I did my cold crop. I started my hot crop. And I got some more to do. And I'm just going to see. And I told my mom, I said, whatever come up, I'm going to plan. Whatever grow, we going to have. That's what I did in 2024. And a pretty decent garden in 2024. So that's what it's going to be today. So I think that's my 2-week garden update. So we're going to go to Jacqueline. Welcome, Jacqueline. So good to have you.
Hello, ladies. How are you? Can you hear me? I'm in a deep part of the house, as you can tell by the background.
So introduce yourself.
All right.
And if you're snacking on something or going to snack on something, and your garden update, your 3-week garden update.
Okay, so Jacqueline, content creator for Four Seasons Garden. I'm in Zone 7A in Virginia for Rosita's mama. And I garden in SIPs mainly. That's my what I do for when I'm doing outdoors, and I do containers, I do elevated beds, and I am actually venturing into raised beds. Um, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. So, I am a master gardener as well, and I am very proud of it. And one of the projects that we're doing as a master gardener this year is a community garden. Well, it was starting up, and there's a some beds that are still available. And I'm trying to get my mama out, trying to get her among people. So I figured going to a community garden would be a great way. So instead of gardening in ground, we're gardening one of the 32-inch Vigo garden raised beds that my mom and I are going to garden in. And I've never ever done raised beds. So it is, can I say it's very daunting to me because, as you guys know, I'm very a perfectionist. I like my SIPs. It's the same mix every time. I put the same fertilizer, everything, every time. And so raised bed, all of a sudden I'm like, what if it's not got this compost or doesn't have this, or how much going to make sure how much fertilizer I'm going to put in it. So now it's a whole science to me, and I'm trying to breathe through it all, but we're going to figure it out. It's an 8x2 bed. And I've talked about the Virginia Trial Extension. So I'm going to use those plants, and we're going to put it there so people can see what the seeds are. So that's kind of like my update there. And then as for me personally, where we're going to put our new garden in, we thought we were going to put our outdoor garden in, is not working out. But like Shelly tells me all the time, Jacqueline, you got 4 acres, just find a spot. So I have found a new spot. And we are going to clear that area out. We're going to cut the grass real low, and we're going to put in some weed barrier in, and we are going to have a new spot where the garden's going in this year. So we're super, super excited about that. As far as purchases, I bought some. No, we're not doing that. Just updates. My hydroponics is gone to the wayside. It is to be taken out. It's done. It's finished. I've just kind of like turn the pumps out on everything, and I'm just gonna let it die. I bought some containers to put everything in, and I'm not gonna think about my hydroponics until till later on this fall. So that's pretty much it for my garden update. My brother gave me some squash out of his pig pen that popped up, so we're going to be using some of those squash in our garden. We don't know what it is. It's just one of those. You guys know I don't like this mystery stuff, but I'm going to do mystery squash and see what it is.
It's something you've had before. It's something he had before.
Yeah, something he had before. I don't know. We don't know what it is. It's something that they fed the pigs and it popped up. So I'm doing a lot of new things that I have not done in the past, which is very unusual for me, but it's because of you guys, garden family, and pushing us to do a little bit more in our garden.
Mm-hmm. So somebody said 2 greenhouses. This is the greenhouse, y'all. It's not big.
Okay.
It's not big.
I have one of those in the house that I have the hydroponic on, but I don't have the cover over it.
So yeah, so I have those too. And you can get them. I think Walmart has a brand, and some other people have a brand, so you can find them around. So yeah. So 2-week update. Cynthia, go ahead and give us a 2-week update. I mean, your 3-week garden update.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What have I posted? Let's see. I'm trying to think of everything I posted and what I haven't posted yet. So garden update. Things are changing in the garden. I am pretty much like 50% with the stuff in the beds, 50 still in containers of some sorts. I have so many starts that I started that I definitely won't have to do tomatoes or peppers for the fall because I have plenty. So, but things are growing in the garden, and I have my beds very compact with things. and because I'm trying to get it where it's no soil, showing no soil, but everything is growing, and that's the thing about when you putting things in there, they have to grow up. So I had my squash in the bed with the potato, and then the squash left the potato bed and it went into the other garden bed with the other stuff. So yeah. And the squash vine borer, I haven't seen her. Well, she out there because she got hold to my pumpkin. My pumpkin that I have for my grandbaby, the little Jack be Little pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
Now the squash is still, pumpkin is still trying to put all the little babies it can out, but that squash vine borer thing is drilling through, just like. But I'm gonna get at least a couple of little small pumpkins for my grandbabies, and then I'll have to pull that out because it's actually in the place where I need to grow my okra. My okra is about tall because they're not getting no sun. That's getting covered, canopied, so it's not getting harder. It's not getting hot enough. Let's see. I got some raised beds in from some product reviews, so I had to do those, and I did post videos on some of them. Not all of them. I have been doing a lot of things. I'm trying to. Oh, we talking about garden stuff. So let me tell you what else. The back garden. So I got my roselle in the ground. So she is in both of them. I put 2 out. That's all I did. And so they are doing good in the ground. Fruit trees. I had a couple little peach fruits that came on there, and then they fell off, and then I don't know if I'm getting any fruit at all this year. The ladybugs are doing a very good job because apparently I have aphids on things, and so they are busy. So yeah, that's how things going. I'm just trying to still plug in plants and see how things grow up.
Oh, okay. And Miss Shelly. 3-week garden update, baby.
Hey, 3-week garden update. Let me see. Where do I start?
First, the beginning.
Huh?
I said at the beginning.
Right. So at the beginning, it is I got all of my beds cleaned up finally. So everything is ready to be planted in. Do I have stuff to plant in them? Not fully, which is why I'm starting some seeds today. But what I do have got completed, I put a tomato plant that I started in the hydroponic unit. Yeah, right. Did I start in the hydroponic? I think I did. Tomato plant. I've got cabbages. Now I started those from seed starting trays. What else? Cabbage. I got some pepper plants. I got dazzling blue, which is a kale. I've planted in the beds. Mm-hmm. I was gifted some tatsoi yesterday, and so I put those in a bed one of my elevated beds that's close to the house, so it's kind of shaded, trying to keep it from bolting too fast. I have, let me see, I don't know how I should describe this. I had some volunteer lettuce that grew on the ground by one of my big beds. And so I was able to get it up, and I relocated it to the elevated bed. And I planted some beets. Farmer Chaz was talking about it on her live, the beets that come on the strip tape. I put some of that in the back of that elevated bed where I put the tatsoi and the lettuce. I got to visualize y'all to recap y'all. I got the tomato. Oh, I got some dwarf sunflowers that I have planted, and they are doing great. My my lamb's ear. I got a ton of them. So I'm looking forward to adding those to the border of my garden. Now somebody gonna say something smart. I already know, but since you guys already know that I have green stalks, even though you haven't seen any videos on them yet, I am starting to get strawberries, so I'm super excited about that. And
why you expect us to get smart with you?
Not y'all. You said in the chat. Just wait for it. Just wait.
Oh, okay.
What was I say? So we tasted the first strawberries from our green stalk yesterday. And let's see. So I've been fertilizing. I guess I got a lot that I've been doing. Weed fertilizer. I mentioned it before that I was going to do weed fertilizer. It has been sitting. It has been sitting over a month now, and I went and fertilized everything that I just told y'all about. But yesterday, I did it yesterday. Baby, talk about stinky. I was not ready. Okay, I was not ready. I took that lid off. I did a 5-gallon bucket, took that lid off, and it's like so much so that I was like, all right, I need to go in the house and I needed something to strain the weeds out of it. And I said, I got some lace in here that I'm just going to throw away. So I came in, cut a piece of the lace off. But in the time that it took me to just come through the back door into the garage,
it was in the house.
The hired help had come in the garage from the front. And he was like, what happened in here? What is that smell? I'm like, it's actually outside. Bestie, yes, you can get some strawberries. Whenever you come over, you can pick your own. And so I was like, all right, I'm determined to get this done. So I was trying to do my ratio 10-1 in another 5-gallon bucket. And I had on some gloves, but they weren't waterproof gloves. I went around, I watered everything, and I was trying to be diligent about making sure the ratio was good because I didn't want it to burn my plants. Now, the next day when I went out, there were a couple plants who I had gotten it on the leaves, and I could see some burning on them. So if you do weed fertilizer, make sure you water that stuff down very, very good. So anyway, back to the gloves. In the process of me scooping and watering everything,
your hands stunk all night long.
I came in after I was done. I washed my hands and I was sitting down to do something. And I said, oh my God, I got to go wash my hands again. So I washed my hands once. Then I said, I'm going to use this. I had a brand new loofah bar soap that somebody had gifted me. And I'm scrubbing them hands. And that pretty much did it. But I still felt like I could smell it just a wee little bit. So that's my tip to you all. If you do weed fertilizer, it is funky. Wear you some rubber waterproof gloves because you don't want to have to deal with that.
Put your gloves on underneath your garden gloves.
Yes. And so other than that, like I said, I've got some other things planted out. The garden is coming along nicely. The hired help installed the second Vigo retractable water hose in the back, so I'm super excited about that.
You've been busy, girl.
We've been busy. We have literally been spending a couple Saturdays all day in the garden, and so it's been nice. And I'll share purchases later. Oh, I got to write that one more down. I just remembered.
She just remembered. So y'all been busy. And Shelly doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm like, we ain't getting no more time. I'm not even gonna worry about reading the back of these seed packets. I'm just gonna throw everything in some soil.
Facts.
All these soil. I'm gonna do some more tomorrow because I didn't get to my tomatoes. Y'all, how do I run out of sweet peppers?
Chickens. I forgot to tell you about my chickens.
Chicken. Why didn't you talk about your chickens?
I
Go ahead.
forgot about the chickens.
Okay, talk about chickens. Chicken.
So the chickens are getting so big. I have videos. I just need to get them on YouTube. To my garden family, I'm so sorry. I got out of sync earlier this year and I have not been able to get back in sync and posting things. And my daughter was supposed to help me, as I told the ladies, and she has been a bad child, but that's not her fault. That's my responsibility. But the chickens are getting so big that we actually are moving up the dispatch date by a whole week.
Mm-mm.
So
What's the dispatch date?
dispatch date is now May 30th. So
What is the dispatch date?
That's when they gonna go meet the Lord, honey.
they're going to go to the freezer. They're going to become freezer food.
So I knew what she meant, but we got to make sure the people in the chat know what she means.
So yeah, so dispatch means that they are becoming freezer food, and
She's
they
gonna
are
harvest
so
her
chunky.
meat.
We're going to harvest our meat birds, and so yes, that's when they're going to become fried chicken. And as some of you know, I'm not supposed to have chickens where I am, but I'm doing it anyway.
What?
Them
No,
roosters,
I didn't know that.
them roosters. I'm like, you guys need to be quiet. The neighbors do not need to know that I've got illegal birds.
They may
over
not
here.
even know you ain't supposed to have them. They may not even know.
So I'm like, shh, be quiet. And they be out there
Uh-huh.
cockadoodling first thing in the morning. As soon as I come out with feed, they're like, woo, thank you for feeding us. And I'm like, thank you for getting fat and chunky for
You
me.
had to bribe them people with some eggs.
So, and then I've got a broody chicken. So she's been giving me 2 to 3 extra eggs a day. So I'm like
Ooh.
overrun with chicken. So I'm at the point where I'll be selling my chicken eggs.
Oh, I was
So-
going to say.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to start making back some of the money that we put into these layers chickens. So we'll be selling some of our eggs. So not a lot, but maybe a dozen or 2 a week. But it pays for their feed. So super excited about that. And we're almost got the layers tractors coop on the road. So we're about a few days out from getting that mobile. Now that they've sat all winter, it's now for them to start getting fresh grass. About every 2 to 3 days is all I'll have to move that tractor versus the meat birds. I have to move it every single day. Don't eat the birds.
Well, she don't eat
Goddamn.
the chickens. That means she gonna have to do cows because she
Yeah.
didn't say she was going vegan or vegetarian. So
No, no.
it's either chicken or cows.
We have to eat the chickens. This is the reason why I know what I've put into those chickens, right? I know they don't have any extra stuff. They've been fed. I've done non-GMO with them, taken really good care of them, moved them, done all the things correctly that I'm going to be feeding my children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what does that say? Yes, good. If not allowed to have chickens here, but even if my town changes the ordinance, says my husband says no. Oh no,
Donzel said, don't eat them chickens.
no,
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
what we're talking about. She
I
doesn't
know,
eat them
but I'm
chickens.
going to eat them, Donzel, because I know what I fed them. So they're going to be very healthy chickens. I might have to send one freeze dried over to Cece so she can eat, because she's been talking about killing my chickens anyway.
Did you say freeze
That
dry?
is hilarious.
But you can freeze them and ship them. I can freeze them and ship it.
Girl, listen, I might have to place me an order.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I have to figure out how to get you guys each a half so you guys can eat some of my fresh chickens.
Yeah. So
All right.
listen.
Thank you.
Okay, we got 24 minutes to talk about our purchase updates. Now, I don't think I haven't purchased anything. Like I told y'all, I've been sick. Not to say I can't purchase. I went online and filled my cart, and I can hear Jacqueline in my ear. Why are you gonna pay that much money for that? Only because I want to do one-stop shopping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have any sweet potatoes, and the place I usually go to pick my sweet potatoes, they not doing sweet potatoes, and so I was like, I did pretty good with the sweet potatoes out of Walmart or Sam's Club, wherever that one year. I was like, I can run through there and pick up some of them. I'm not paying. I think they wanted $12 or $14 for 2
Yeah.
pounds of potatoes. I don't remember what it was. And some of the other places were out of stock, and I'm like, no, I'm not paying $12 for leftover potatoes.
Mm-mm.
So, and then I didn't get my strawberry starts, and I said, you know what? I got some I started from seed. They itty bitty, but we gonna let them do what they do.
Yeah.
And then what else was I gonna buy? I was gonna get some seeds, but I was at my mom's house and I don't have my seed list. And I said, girl, don't you buy no seeds.
Mm-mm.
And I came here, I was going through my seeds. I said, girl, why I got so many Southern Georgia collard seeds? Because you keep ordering them like you don't have none. And now I'm short on sweet pepper seeds. So, but I'm gonna pick up some sweet pepper seeds. Yeah. So, purchases. So I didn't purchase that. I already had the greenhouse. I didn't purchase anything for the garden, actually. No, I didn't have any purchases. So we're gonna go in the way we went before. Let's go ahead with Jacqueline. Did you do your garden update first?
No, I wasn't here.
See,
No, I did. I did everything in one. Yes, I did everything.
Yeah.
I did introduction. All right.
So let's do your purchases. Yeah.
I purchased some transplants from one of the local nurseries. So I need to get those into the city pickers. And I think I still have time. They're doing well. And then of course I need what else did I purchase? I know I purchased something else that I wanted to talk about, but that's pretty the main thing that I just purchased those transplants. Not to purchase a lot of things. Oh, I did purchase some perlite, purchase some perlite, what's the other one? Dolomite? Am I saying that right?
Vermiculite.
Vermiculite. There you go. Thank you, Cece. So I purchased 2 big bags of that. And then, so because we're going to need some of the beds that are out there are empty beds. So we're going to need to fill those up. I had already have the sphagnum peat moss. So I just need to mix. I'm going to be mixing some of my own potting mix to go into those containers. So I needed to purchase that. And then I'm done purchasing everything for the chicken tractors. Everything's purchased. They're done. They're finished. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to Home Depot or Lowe's, maybe 2 times or 3 times in a day, just because I buy one part and it didn't quite fit because I finagled some of the things that I needed to do. So that's pretty much it as far as, I think, purchases. I guess that's all I did. I've been really good.
I did buy something. It wasn't garden related, but I bought a chair finally. I'm no longer on the folding chair.
Oh, good. Nice and comfy.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. So, but no garden purchase. All right, Cynthia, you buy anything the next 3 weeks?
Well, I would say I bought it, but I didn't buy it. My kids purchased it.
Okay.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers because we wasn't here for Mother's Day.
That's right.
And so my kids, of course, they should know me by now when they ask me what I want. And I'm like, I want soil. So you want dirt. You want dirt, Mom? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And y'all can split the price of the dirt and give me the money. And I will go and buy it. So I went and bought 5 or the 40-pound bags of soil for my Mother's Day gift on top of, we had some crawfish for Mother's Day. But yeah, that's what I got. So I didn't really myself purchase anything. They bought it for me.
Man, but that sounds like a good purchase. That sounds some good stuff right there.
Garden soil goes a long way.
All right, Shelly, what you buy?
All right, I had to make a list because y'all know I'm forever saying I ain't buy anything, and I ain't want nobody put me on blast today. So I recently purchased, I haven't received them yet, some light poles for the backyard garden because I have string lights that were hanging over top of a couple of my trellises last year. So I want them to have their own pole. I bought some worm castings from Costco. So if you're in need of worm castings, I purchased those just yesterday, $12.99. I think it was for it might be like a 14, 15-pound bag of worm castings. So great deal. I also purchased a scooper and I purchased that solely so that I can use it for scooping the weed fertilizer because I was like, I ain't ever gonna let my hands touch that stuff again. So it's a long arm scooper. I bought it from the International grocery store. I also bought a colander so that I can use that in addition to or by itself with filtering the fertilizer, along with some tying string so that I can tie up. I was specifically thinking about the mullein that I have, tie it up and hang it. But I decided to put it in my little hang drying thing, hung it outside on the basketball hoop. What else? And then last, well, actually, this is not last. I also had a Greenstock purchase for the Mother's Day sale. I did not buy any more Greenstalks. I just bought accessories, which were the berry cups. I debated over whether or not I should get them, but I was like, for the price of them at the sale price, well worth it. I also purchased their long arm gloves and some single trellises to go in the individual pockets. We also got a new garden hose for the third water hose that we have on the upper part of our garden out back. And that was a hired help decision. But he also purchased a tripod sprinkler for the yard, which was a great deal. He saw one for like $60 in Lowe's, I think it was, but he found one that was a better quality on Amazon for $27. That is it. That is all.
That's good. That's good. Nancy, what garden seed did you get, Nancy? I'm curious. I need to go back to my garden update. She said mullein. You know how I said that mullein was coming back? I don't see mullein now.
You don't?
I don't see mullein. My lavender's not coming back. My mint's not coming back. I'm gonna tell you what I realized today when I looked at my porch and I saw this little stanky cat coming up onto my porch. I think that's like a bit digging in my stuff.
Ooh.
I don't know who he belonged to, but he might meet the Lord before it's all over with. I'm just saying. So I'm digging in my stuff.
I know that's right.
But yeah, I wanted to say that. So no, I don't have any mullein. But I do have mullein seed. So I think if I see anything, I just have to make sure I cover it with a net or something so they can't dig. So y'all, we finished a little early with those with that, right? Purchase update, mail
Did
call.
everybody go?
Mail call.
I have a question.
Yes, baby.
For Cece. Loofah. When should I plant loofah?
Now.
Okay. How long will a vine get?
925 feet.
I was gonna say, yeah, 1,000,000 miles.
Listen,
Until you cut it off.
Yeah. Only grow
okay,
one.
I can cut it off to keep it. Okay. Because
Only
I
grow
said
one.
you just sent me these loofah seeds. I gotta plant at least one loofah.
I say put them on a trellis.
You
Yeah,
have
I'm gonna
to.
figure that out. Oh, I forgot to purchase. Two. Speaking of trellises, Aldi had these black iron trellises. They're about probably 5.5 feet tall, and they were like $8.99. I'm gonna say.
What?
I was out of town. I was in South Carolina.
They had what?
The trellises.
Trellises.
For $8.99?
Yes.
Mm.
And I put out an APB to my walking crew that I know love going into Aldi's and they love a challenge.
Mm.
And I'm like, I need some of these. Who can find them? And I don't know if it was the same day or the next day. I got a message saying, how many you want? So I got 6 new trellises.
What?
And I also got a ceramic teapot like planter. It's green. It has, I think, some flowers or something on it. And I planted mint in that teacup potter, and it is my mint tea.
Mm.
Oh, mint tea.
Yes. That's it.
Wow. I ain't hear nothing about Aldi having no trellises.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking right now. I am on the case.
I'm saying just like, boy, I could use a trellis too.
I feel a little shade right there because I feel like you
Well,
said,
not the
y'all.
first time it's happened. I'm just saying.
But I'm not gonna hold you up. I didn't tell y'all about the little 4-tier garden greenhouse, but all y'all got. I mean, everybody got a greenhouse, probably except for what, Jacqueline.
I got one.
Oh, I mentioned it last time though, because I've had them for a couple of weeks. I did, yeah.
You mentioned that you had them.
Okay, so no, so I'm not guilty. You're just guilty.
You're
It's
good.
okay.
And listen, I will take the guilt. I was on vacation, and I guess I forgot.
It's just wooden
All I
trellis.
hear is excuses.
No, they're
but anyway.
wire.
The wire. Hold on, I'm looking. Excuse
And I
me.
shouldn't even say wire. They're like steel. Do I need to go get it to show it to y'all?
I'm looking.
I'm just looking for.
I've seen them. They've been floating around social media. So I've seen.
Have they?
Mm-hmm.
See, I ain't been floating around social media.
I haven't either.
That's the thing. Oh, okay. So I looked up the garden seat. Nancy, I had something similar to that I won. I won it from Yellow Door Homestead, actually. Yeah, I won it from Yellow Door. But I have a tendency to lean to the side and lean to the side, and I bent the legs on mine.
Oh
Because I'm
no.
a woman of a particular size. I think it's not weighted for this size, and it's definitely made for me to be leaning on it.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The garden kneeler seat. I'm gonna show you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have one of those because
Yeah.
Awesome.
my backyard is really sloped. In
Yeah, and you would be leaning.
I won't be leaning. I will be on the ground.
She said I'd be on the ground. So I'm gonna share it with y'all for those that don't know. Just
Hey,
so,
Kay Rosen. Hello
Just
to
so it looks-
everybody.
so you can see what it looks like. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So something like this.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Yeah. I can still kneel on it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
But,
kneel.
I have
to
one of
sit
those.
on it,
I
this is
love it.
bent. So yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So mail call. Anybody got some mail? I didn't get any mail.
I didn't get any mail.
Cynthia, I always get mail. Girl, she in this guy community. Girl, we get mail from your new TikTok friends.
No.
Oh.
That's a little shady.
I know.
I just said she on TikTok. No, we always hear about your YouTube friends.
We don't hear from her in the chat no more because she on TikTok.
Shade. God.
Y'all, that wasn't
That
shady.
was not being shady, Cynthia.
Okay. I did receive a package. I haven't did my product review for it. You can't even really see what it is. Anyway, it's from Miss Cheryl, the same one I did my little soap thing for. She sent me her new products that she has, her soaps, her body butters, her scrubs, her crumbles, deodorant, all-purpose cleaner. It's all in this box, so I gotta do official product review for her products. But it's Miss Cheryl has her and I'll put all that information when I do the video, but she does have her website up and going, Cheryl's Bubbles and Things. And so I will be doing that. Other mail calls I have gotten, and I haven't been able to produce them because like their product reviews or PR as we say, and I have to send it to the company. They have to say review the video and see if they need me to add anything to it. So y'all seen the elevated raised bed that I got, and then I got a hexagon bed in, and then I got a little small 4x2 little teal or greenish color bed there. But guys, I've been working hard too, like Shelly. I have been working hard too, because my garden has an amazing upgrade to it. So I hadn't got to say it yet, but it's a nice upgrade, and man, it makes my garden looks completely different. So I can't say nothing until I get the okay from them.
Well, we look forward to seeing and hearing about
Yeah,
this upgrade.
I've been behind the scenes working. Yeah. So anyway, that is it. Hey, the Nichols.
All right, Shani, you ain't getting no mail.
No, y'all know I was gone for like 2 weeks.
900 weeks. Yep, she's gone forever. I ain't even getting no
Listen,
call.
speaking of being gone,
We missed our call for 2 weeks. I think we talked while you were gone.
no,
And I ain't even hear from him no more, right?
Oh, you mean you and I?
Me and you.
Cause it's been that kind of busy. Listen, y'all, I got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes outside of gardening. Y'all hear about that? Y'all hear about that stuff later. I can't talk about that now. But I do want to highlight that I did get to see Jacqueline because we were at conference together. And one of the things that we did together, it was so cute. We were getting ready for the gala, and Jacqueline decided to pull up her camera. Can I share this? Okay.
Yes.
Jacqueline pulled up her camera, which she has on her chickens, her girlies. And they was no way paying attention to where the camera was. And Jacqueline started talking to them. Hey, girlies. And they all of a sudden, they all came over to the side where the camera is because they could hear her voice. And I was like, that is funny.
Hey, they know what chance feeds them. They know who feeds them.
Right. They know what side they bread buttered on.
I take care of my girlies. They give me eggs. They're out there. If I'm outside, they're outside wandering with me, and they just follow me around. And they have learned what treats are. So when I'm trying to get them in the chicken coop, I just have to get my cup and I just start rattling. And I say treats, buddy girl. They are running towards the coop because they're like, we're getting some black fly larvae, and they just go in, and I don't have to chase them. Except for one of those silly buff Orpingtons. I'm telling you, that little girl, I have to like bribe her in front of her. I'm like, look, it's a treat. Come on in. Everyone else.
Did y'all see? I don't know if y'all seen the video of when they had the hailstorm and the woman was trying to get her chickens to come.
No.
I mean, it was the funniest thing, but it wasn't. But it was like, and then it was one. She was like,
one.
She was doing her own thing, and she's like, "You were gonna get knocked out."
Yes.
Everybody else running, and she's just like looking around, like
all the time. It's always tender. I'm like, come on.
Oh, y'all, we make a good time.
Yep.
All right.
Make a good time.
Oh, good. So what time? So we got a few minutes. We can look at some of. Did anybody have any questions in the chat?
I didn't see any questions. Oh, somebody said how big was the hail? I don't know. How big was the hail on the video?
Oh, it was like this size. I think it was in Oklahoma that it happened. The lady with her chickens.
No.
Yep.
So I will send out your pineapple sage tomorrow morning.
Huh? What?
You got a mail call coming?
Somebody sending you some pineapple sage, K. Rosen.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I didn't see it on the screen. Thank you. I cannot wait to get
mail
that.
Call. Mail
Thank
call.
you so much, K. Rosen.
I didn't see any questions. I see a lot of people greeting each other and just commenting.
Thank y'all for coming in.
Somebody asked, okay, it's what it is. That name looks familiar. I'm not sure who it is off the top of my head. They asked the question, what are you growing? And I keep telling y'all, what ain't I growing?
Right.
If you're asking what I'm doing right now, I'm preparing to sow seeds of sweet corn, Mexican sour gherkin, cucumber, green dragon cucumber, jelly melon, which is Kawano cucumber, some northern Georgia candy rooster squash, some Bikino red piquillo pepper, some Thor's thunderbolt pepper, some pickling cucumbers, and the list will keep going on. A lot of
so look, so I'm gonna share what I sold today. Okay, let me see what I already got out there. I have one eggplant because I want to see if it would germinate in the hydroponic, and I forgot it was in there. I came home one day. I said, "Where the big old leaves come from?"
Yeah,
It was eggplant. So I
yeah.
have Black Beauty eggplant. I have jalapeno pepper, chili serrano pepper. I think I have one or two jalapenos. I have some strawberries. I have sweet potato slips growing, celery.
All right, let's back it up. Sweet potato slips. I finally got my sweet potato slips to grow.
Mm-hmm.
I took it from water into soil. I've
Okay.
got 2 slips. One's about 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be able to cut that off now, put it in some water, get some roots, and plant it out.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's maybe 3 inches. Should I go ahead and let it grow more, or should I let it grow more?
Let it go.
All right, so it's about 6 inches and then cut it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll have 2 slips, so we'll have 2 bags of potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, and they'll keep growing. If you leave a potato in the water, keep shooting out more. Or soil, wherever you got your potato.
Yeah,
in it.
soil. But I was just wondering, like, what's my window? Like, when can I not put them out anymore?
Well, I'm gonna put mine out in June. Last time I planted mine June 4th. I think I did a video on it. And that night we got it. The temperature went from 75 to 50 something, or 40 something overnight. And I was like,
Right.
oh, please don't let my sweet potatoes die.
I planted my slips before I went on vacation, and more than half of them died because it got too cool. So I actually have some more sweet potato slips that my friend graciously gave me sitting here, and I'm going to wait. I got like 3 little pots. I'm going to wait a little while and plant those out later because I don't want to lose them again.
Yeah,
Well, that's my concern, because we're at 95, we're at what, 85 today, 95 tomorrow, 95 on Tuesday, 95 on Wednesday, and then we drop back to 65 on Thursday.
Exactly. I may wait until June to plant my sweet potatoes.
So I have them like outside already, like parting off, because the fruit flies were driving me crazy on it. So I stuck it outside, but now I'm going to have to bring them back in so that we can get past this cold whatever is going on here. And of course, our date here is normally Mother's Day. A lot of people plan it out knowing that Mother's Day is a date, and here we get another year, 2 years in a row now, we're going to get freezing temperatures overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am going to say ours is going to dip a couple of times, but whatever this greenhouse don't do, won't be done. I ain't bringing nothing back up in this house. You understand me? I do have a potato still in some water, though, so they still putting out slips. So if those go by the wayside, I still got some sweet potato slips. But
you have the upright greenhouses, right?
Yes.
You might have to put like a tarp or something else to, shield the cold if you are going to
Yeah,
drop.
I thought about that because I had some stuff outside
It's
already.
not going to keep nothing
warm.
The last time I had stuff, I had a tray outside. I put the dome over it and then set the dome inside my tote. And I was like, and whatever that don't protect it from it won't happen. But
but you're gonna have that
to cover something.
Plastic ain't gonna do it.
Girl, no.
I've heard incandescent Christmas lights help too. So if you got any of those old Christmas lights, those will also give off some heat.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm not putting no
But
light in my plastic thing.
Girl, listen, I'm like, this weather's about to. Anyway, I'm not even gonna dwell on it. I'm gonna do what I can do. Like I said, whatever grow, gonna grow, and whatever don't, I ain't gonna worry about it. Today I planted 3 types of collards. I want to say 3 types of collards or 4 types of collards. 4 types of collards, 3 types of cabbage. I did kale. I did Swiss chard, kohlrabi. I did eggplant, cauliflower, broccoli, more peppers. That's how I found out I was out of peppers. But thankfully I still had some red pepper from Jacqueline that she sent us, them giant Chinese red bell peppers. So I did some more of those. I did some more hot peppers. Or did I not? So yeah, so I did. Yeah, we're gonna have something. We're gonna have something. I don't know what we're gonna have, but we got something. So that answers what I'm growing.
So Chaz says that Nancy can plate her. I'm guessing she said he can plate her slips based on your weather. Are you not going to get any cold weather, Chaz, coming up the end of this week? Use black landscape fabric all over the soil and worked even temps kind of to the 30s. They're doing fine. Okay, so you just need to put
the soil
them out. Okay.
Yeah, the soil says one because mine didn't do bad because it was only cold that one night,
Mhm.
and they it took them a minute to start taking off, but that year got cold. I think I might have lost one.
Okay.
But yeah. Have I ever grown? Anybody ever grown what in Greenstock? Oh, she asked Unique. She's not asking us.
Uh-huh.
All right, y'all. We're gonna do a reset. It's 9:03. We're gonna do a reset. Keep putting your questions in the chat. If you haven't shared, go ahead and share. We are looking at what am I looking at? I think the highest I've seen was like 50. We're at 53 right now. So go ahead and share. Invite somebody when to come back, and we're gonna talk a little bit about some more garden things. Oh, you ain't gonna play, huh? Oh, my bad.
Pull up a chair, we growing something good. Who's in the garden today? Roshida, Shelly, Jacqueline, CT, Texas Sunshine. Garden girls, yeah, we here. From the soil to the soul, let the conversation grow. Backyard dreams, garden schemes, let the good vibes flow. We talk seeds and seasons, life lessons in between. Laugh a little louder when the harvest ain't what it seems. Yeah. It's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, yeah. Welcome to the garden, everybody eats here. It's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, garden
Hey y'all, welcome back. I hope y'all enjoyed the song doing our reset. I was thinking, since I got my mind running about what I could put over my greenhouse. And I do have like moving blankets. I don't have a top per se, but I do have some greenhouse plastic downstairs, so I could always wrap something around it. I just have to make sure I got some clamps for it. But yeah, we're gonna see what the weather really say though. But welcome to the second half of Garden Girls Chat and Chill. Y'all, hope y'all enjoyed the song. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't made the rounds to our different channels, go ahead and please do that. Somebody asked me a while ago if I can add the links in the broadcast. Now, I don't know if I can add it to the broadcast, but if you make it to Rashida Monique's channel and you look in the description, CC's channel's link is there, Jacqueline's channel link is there, Shelly's channel link in there. So if you go to the description, you can go to everybody from my page. Outside of that, I'm not sure, because if I put it in StreamYard, only the people that's on my channel is going to be able to hit the hyperlink. Okay, and so if you're on somebody else's channel and I put it in, it won't go to that channel. So that's the explanation. So what do we have on the docket for today? And I think we sort of kind of hit on this weather adjustments. How have we been moving with this weather? You got to be nimble. Be nimble. Jack, be quick. Okay.
Jack jumped over the candlestick.
Listen, it was cold, so I wasn't pressed, And then when it started to get warm, I said, "Oh, it's like it might stay warm for a little bit. I need to put something to the soil." So how have you had to pivot in this weather? Anybody?
I have to say, I haven't put anything out, but
Okay.
hardening off stuff, like trying to get around that, has been interesting. I like the warm weather because even though I'm hardening them off, it's not too bad because it's already warm. It's warm in the house, warm outside. So they'll be fine. But as we hit this cold break that we're about to hit again, as I start hardening things off, I know it's going to be some adjustment to make sure that I don't put them out till it's a little warmer in the day. I don't want to put it out when it's 50 degrees in the morning, just because I know some people are like, I don't care what's going to happen to them. They're my babies. I coddle them. I've got hydroponics plants right now that they have grown too big. I have not up potted them and they look terrible. But that's my fault, not their fault. But I'm going to baby them until I get them out. But you just have to keep your what. I mean, Rashida is really good about always posting in our garden channel the updates that she has in Michigan. I saw another gardener post, like she goes, if anybody looked at all my screenshots in my phone, they would think I'm a weather person, because she says I'm always screenshotting what the weather is, checking the weather all the time to make sure that as she transitioned her garden, she is putting plants on when they need to be. Or like I saw Unique post, it's a cloudy day, so those are great days to transplant things. So watch your weather, make those adjustments, and when you get the cloudy days, transplant. And if you have to cover, I didn't want to have to cover, so kind of worked out that my garden wasn't quite ready. But just keep watching it every day. Check it 3-4 days in advance, so you can kind of gauge what you're going to be needing to do in the garden.
And then when you go outside, don't be like me. You're like, oh, it's cooler than usual. Don't just go in the house. Turn around and look at your stuff. Y'all know them onions I had started? Half of them onions look like hay.
Ooh.
I'll be surprised if I get any onions.
Not hay.
Yeah. Girl, they white as white can be. Woo!
Yeah, Bougie Pepper says we dropped to 40s one night, so I waited to transplant. And now we have a week of all 80s in the day. Yep, those are the best time. Like just keep checking it.
Yeah, and y'all talked about weather. I think we're gonna be in the 80s tomorrow and Tuesday. We're gonna be back again to the 60s and down in the 40s at night, Wednesday and Thursday, 50s at night, Friday and Saturday with the high in the 67 or 70. And we're gonna get a lot of rain, quite a bit of rain.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are too. Which I'm thankful it's bad. We are in a drought where we're at.
Cynthia, you had to make any changes? What your weather been like? Has it been steady or what?
Girl, I don't know.
Cynthia, you've been all over the place with the weather this season.
Yes.
I know. I mean, I dealt with the flood.
I saw that. Lord have mercy, girl.
So the backyard has pretty much dried. Well, we had a flood, and then I drained all the water. Then we had another rain, and it flooded back again. And I was like, so now I have cleared it all off. And now next week we're supposed to have a whole week of rain. So I'm just like,
well, you ain't got to worry about watering.
Nope, zero.
But that's the thing, though.
Now you're gonna drown everything.
This water
Now
does
your
not
logs.
do right. It gets places where I don't need it to be, and it don't get in my bed. For some reason, my bed still be
dry,
thirsty, and I'm like, goodness, all this rain. I know y'all should be wet. They look all saturated, and then because I got all those containers. Containers don't keep the water in there. It just flows through, and then when I put the little, like the Dollar Tree little plastic things under all the bags and the different that. Then it rains all day, and then the stuff is sitting there in water. So I'm like,
Mhm.
that's
Yep.
what I'm playing with. Rain, no rain, rain, hot. It's been hot
Mhm.
and hot.
Yeah.
Not playing hopscotch. You just got to let me do it over here, hop over here, hop over there. Okay. Shelly, since you don't have much planning, but have you had to change your garden preparation because of the weather?
Yes and no, because I'm part of that crew that is just like, I was tired of trying to harden off my plants, so I just kicked them out. Sink or swim, sink or swim. And a lot of them actually survived. So that was good. But I am noticing, of course, the things that I planted yesterday. Like I actually had I think it's a red pepper that I started hydroponically that actually has probably about 3 or 4 peppers already on it. So I think tomorrow I'm going to go and take those off because it is severely wilted over.
Mhm.
And that should help with its recovery because it's so hot right now. I did also everything that I have planted out this season. I am doing the hay mulch on top to help with the moisture.
All right, hay or straw? Can you please get that
straw?
Straw.
I guess
okay,
it's straw. It's the garden straw that I bought by the bale.
Yes, please do straw. Don't do hay. Hay will get more weeds than you probably ever want to ever pick. So straw. We're going to give the right terminology there.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
People gonna be like, I was on the Garden Girl chat too. They told me to put hay out.
They told me to put some hay in here, and now I'm sitting here pulling out hay all day long.
Yeah, you sure will be pulling a lot of hay out.
CC.
Huh?
My loofah seeds. I'm gonna set 2 of them so that way, if they grow, I'm giving one to Jacqueline to grow on her 4 acres.
And the funny thing is, this year with the plant exchange, the lady that I got the loofah seeds from, I didn't see her there, and it was almost over. And when I was coming back to my table, she was standing there. She's like, "I got you some new seeds." I said, Is it the apple loofah? She said, yes. She said they're not as prolific as the loofah, but they're bigger. So
you're doing another loofah this year,
right?
I have not put it in the no.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh,
just one.
Because I have my 7-foot trellis or whatever, but I have morning glories and Chinese red noodle beans and the Taiwanese beans, so they're gonna be there I don't have nowhere for it this year.
Come on, Cece, you can find somewhere one spot.
Not this year.
So what are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna plant them next year. I'll plant them next year.
Oh, it's just the seeds. Okay, I thought you
yes. Oh no, she didn't give me the plants. She gave me the seeds.
Gotcha.
So, she brought the seeds to the plant exchange. Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody mulch with this pine shavings?
Crows, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing pine shavings 6 flakes this year as well.
You have pine tree in your yard?
Huh?
Do you have pine tree in your yard?
No, we got rid of them when we moved to our property.
I don't, but I get
all of them because they're very susceptible for a lot of pest damage, and if they fall on your house, and we had tons, so we got rid of them, and you can't burn them in the fireplace as well. So we actually took all of those to the dump, but hindsight being 2020, right? I could have saved all those, chipped it, and put it in my garden, but nope, I have to buy them, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's not too bad. You can get a big bulk of it, like from Tractor Supply and stuff like that.
Yeah, for $9, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, now the next question. How do you make up time in the garden? Is it possible to make up time in the garden?
What do you call it, make up time?
You know how I should have had this stuff in soil, but I ain't been in soil.
Oh, well, so I don't know. I feel like for me personally, if I look at the seed maturity time frame and I feel like it's not going to be possible, I just choose not to grow it that season.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I did some things. Anything that's going, because I usually don't plant out till Memorial Day. So anything says it's going to germinate within 7 to 10 days. Because more than likely, I'm not going to put all this stuff out in one day on Memorial Day because my body ain't that type of body anymore. I think I got time to let it germinate. They might be small, but they're going out there. We'll see.
Mine, if I feel like I don't have time, like I know all them little tiny seedlings are not going to be ready, during this season, but they be ready for the fall. So
Right.
plan on, I don't
That's
have
not
to, when I get ready for my fall plants indoors and my hydroponics and seed trays, I don't have to worry about tomatoes and peppers. I just put them in bigger containers, and I'm just 511 in them and just loving on them. I'm not giving them the bone meal. I don't want them to start producing any fruit. I want them to just do their leaves, and kind of slow their timing down.
Okay, so it's sort of more of a prep for your fall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And making up time, anything in life, you don't really make up time. You really just make adjustments so that you're not so far behind. That's all. That's all you're doing. You can't make up time in the garden, because this is what I was telling myself when I was died on the couch yesterday. I said, Rashida, you ain't getting no much time. You only got 8 to 10 weeks of heat. And I was like, let me get my butt up and go out here.
Well, there is a way. There is a way you can make up time, right? Because some of us try to start our seeds indoors, and if it doesn't quite work how we want it to, we can go to the local nursery. You can go to the big box store, right? And you can go buy some plants and still get a garden in. So
that's right.
You can make it up. Don't think like, oh, my season's gone, because some of these peppers, they don't look very good. So I might be heading over to Meadows Nursery and seeing what they have, so I have something in my garden instead of nothing.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's going to be a way that I know that I'm going to make up the lost time that I was just so invested in the chicken tractor, and I know that was a first year outlay. So, and I just couldn't balance full-time business and chickens and everything. But that's going to be a way that I'm going to possibly have to make up time and just head over to Meadows. I mean, I did it with my onion transplants already, right? I couldn't start them now, but I headed over there. Meadows had some. I've got them ready. I'm going to try to plant those out this week. So that's one way that you can make up time. Don't think you can't do it. You just might have to head to the nursery or Facebook Marketplace. People are always giving away seeds or plant swaps. I went to a plant swap, got some more San Marzanos. Look out those plant swaps, or even just reach out. I know we have a free garden plant swap on our Facebook group. If I went out there right now and said, I need such and such plants, such and such plants, such and such plants, I would have 100 people reaching out saying, come on over and grab them. So don't think your season's gone. You just have to, one of the things that we probably struggle the most is asking, right? Because we want to do things ourselves. Sometimes you got to ask for help and get that help that you need.
Nancy said that's encouraging to hear. So yes, buying starts is the way to make up time. And I like Bougie Prepper. You may not get the time back that's already passed, but you can make better use of your time in the future. Knowing what days you're going to be outside, knowing what days you're going to plan to do. And maybe adjusting your plan. And this is what I was telling my mom. I said I had a very ambitious plan. I always have a very ambitious plan. Come on.
Right.
We all do.
But as far as me getting it all done, things going on in my body, some other things cropping up in the family. I mean, I get it all done. But we're going to have something. If we don't have it all, didn't we almost have it all? I almost had it all, but I don't have it.
And someone even said, even if you didn't get your starts, the things that you can direct sow, you still have time to do that. So get out there, direct sow your corn, your beans. There's so many things that you can still, carrots, turnips, all that stuff.
Come on, Miss Kim. My daddy say that you have not because you have not.
Right. That's so true.
Yep.
And that's right. And direct sow. That's what I was telling my sister the other day. I said maybe I just direct sow a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But for me to direct sow and not have my beautiful squirrels dig it up, I'd have to go pull out my netting and put my hoops over, and I don't have them out yet. You know, so I wasn't prepared to direct sow. So I was like, well, let me just put some stuff in the soil and see what I can make happen. And my mom asked me, she said, "Did you start any beans?" I said, "No, don't be the last thing I put in dirt because they come up quick. I'm putting everything else in dirt."
Is it best to direct sow beans? Because I'm down to these 2 packs.
I've done them both. I've done them both ways.
You do both ways, but direct seed, I've always, anything that package says direct sow, I'm going to direct sow. Just because I'm like, I don't want to waste light. I don't want to have to do extra up potting. I don't want to have to harden off. So if I can direct sow and not have to go through that process, I'm a direct sow.
Yeah.
Well, while I'm starting these seeds, these are going to be moved outside. So I'm sowing them in the seed starting sets solely so that I can get them started, and then I'll transfer them. You can close the bag. Transfer them to where I want them in the garden.
I like that.
Yeah, I have this thing for some reason about planting too small of a plant in the bed, and I guess with direct sow it wouldn't matter, but
doing the way you do it as well, if you plant a seed and it doesn't come up, that spot's not empty now, right? Because you'd already started it inside. I mean, you started it but put it straight outside, so it's getting all the good stuff, and now you can just place it where you want it. That's another great way to make up time, folks.
Yeah, and then adjusting the plan, right? If you adjust the plan, get a start, direct sow. I would say if it depends on where you are, right? It just depends on where you are. My beds are already direct sow because I was like, oh, if I direct sow, I ain't got to worry about all that.
But Shelly just makes a point. You can go ahead and start your beans right in your seed trays. Put it somewhere that the squirrels can't get it, like up on your porch or wherever. It's safe. And
because a lot of times they target the small seedling.
Right.
You don't have them planted in the beds where they can't reach them. It saves you some, I guess. That's my mindset.
Yeah, no, I love it. I'm here to learn.
Thank you. So having a greenhouse or high tunnel can help make up time in the garden. What do you all think?
Absolutely.
It can not just make up time, and help extend your season, especially in a cool place like I am. And especially when it comes to your cooler crops. If it's not a green heated greenhouse, you still going to have more heat, more light. And I think keeping them covered helps with watering as well. They don't dry out as much. So yes, thank you for reading me out loud. Preparing the shade cloths for my garden after the rain is going to Texas. It's gonna get hot. Yes. I have starts, but there are still things I want, and I'm going to buy them this week. The one reason I wasn't running out to the place to get the stars, number one, I had already spent my money. Okay. Number two, I don't want to grow stuff that they ain't got.
Yes.
That was my biggest thing. I was like, well, we just going to try it. And then, if not, hey. Is it too late to start sweet potato slips? It takes mine a long time to start growing, but I'll say try it.
See, it depends on what zone are you in. It is what it is. I mean, if you're like in hot zone like Cece, I think you probably can get it started and still get them out and still grow them.
Oh yeah, I still got slips I'm gonna put out this coming week.
Yeah. So
my suggestions are going out. Mine are going. I'm in 6A. They're going out in the 1st of June.
Yeah, I usually put mine out and I'm in zone 8B 9A. I usually put mine out in April, but because the way the weather was acting with me, and I just waited until May to plant these slips out. Now I have planted some, before April. I put them out there. They still seem to be doing fine, but it was slow going with them. They were slow in the bed because it wasn't hot enough yet.
Yes, I have. Well, we have grown ground cherries.
Yes.
Yes. Lots of them. Yeah. So it is what it is. Posted 7B.
7B.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can get started on them, and get them grown up to like 6 inches. Mine only took like a month to get them to 6 inches. So
Yeah.
if you can get them going,
Mhm.
absolutely go for it. And you just got to
Mhm.
think 100 days from your last frost date is when you
Uh-huh.
want to get them out, because they take about 110 days for sweet potatoes.
And
So
mine, you were talking about growing the sweet potato slips, get them
Mhm.
6 inches. If they have a node on them, you don't even have to water them to get the root and then put them in the soil. You can just put them in the soil.
yeah,
You
that's
just got to
true.
make sure you keep your soil moist so that
Yeah.
root will come on out. I did a little bit of both last time because I bought slips and then I realized my sweet potato was finally actually making slips. And so I experimented with it and I had some success.
Great idea.
My
Yep.
problem with the paper towel, I feel like I'm so heavy-handed. Tear that little germinated seed up, trying to put it in some soil.
Then
Pull the
just
little
cut,
tail
then
off
cut
of it,
around it.
off of it.
Just cut it and just put the paper towel and everything in the ground.
Oh, didn't think about that either.
Yeah, it's gonna disintegrate anyway. So
Mhm.
You're
just
so
cut it.
smart. You're so smart. See,
We're all learning from each other tonight. I love
yeah,
it.
I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna learn it. All right.
Well, Cece knows it all, but I mean, I'm learning tonight.
Whatever.
Cece knows it all.
Oh, that's right. Donzel says no shade tonight. Okay, Donzel, I know I'm gonna be better.
Until Donzel, I wasn't doing no shade tonight. All right, next topic: garden waste. How to prevent it or how to repurpose it.
We
So
never
somebody say
have any
garden
garden
waste.
waste. What are you
So let me
talking about? Rashida?
specify what garden waste may be for those of you that may not. When they say garden waste, what you talking about? Stuff that don't make it to your table, basically. And let me see.
You didn't get to pick it, and it looks bad on the or
Yeah,
the bug got to it.
yeah, things that rot, die, or are diseased. Things you missed harvesting. What do you do with it? Do you compost? Do you throw it away? How do you prevent it? I heard somebody say you cannot have a zero waste garden.
You can't.
I heard somebody say that because that the animals eat, you don't eat.
Yeah.
You know, something's gonna fall off prematurely into the soil and it's gonna rot. So you're gonna have some kind of waste. That's part of the culture of growing food, but it's a way to minimize it or not be so wasteful, I guess, if you want to say. So what is it that you guys are doing with your garden waste?
I put mine either in the compost or I'm sorry, my foot hit and keep going off. I either put it in my compost, but not the disease stuff. Especially, I don't put any tomato leaves or cucumber leaves. They don't go into the compost.
No.
Only because they're more susceptible to getting diseases, and I don't want that in my compost stuff and going back into my garden. But what I will do is, if I'm cutting off plants or leaves or things, I will put that in like the rainwater and make me a nice little weed tea. Pretty much. I'll do it that way. So either it goes into the compost bin or into making some nitrogen for the garden.
I'm gonna love feeding my chickens my leftovers. Yes.
I told y'all what my dad said what my dad called it when y'all feeding y'all chickens out the garden. He said y'all pre-seasoning that chicken.
Jacqueline, I thought about your chickens yesterday when I went to move one of these seeds starting the base tray. I had sitting on top of an empty bed, and when I lifted it, I saw something move. And I used the scooper to scoop, and it was a big it was a big grub.
Yep.
And I was like, if I had chickens, they would get it.
They get the spiders. I was moving the tractor, and this huge spider came out. And I was like, here you go, chickens. They played with it a little. They were trying to figure it out. And then one of them got it, and it was gone. So
yeah. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm missing the chat because I'm so focused on planting seeds over here.
No,
Hey, Janet.
Yep.
Hey. Yeah, Janet's making the rounds. Thank you for making the rounds. If you haven't made the rounds, feel free to do so. Comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already.
So compost, feeding it to your chickens. Definitely. If you have any, well, I won't call it garden waste. I mean, if you have extras before they go to waste, right? And you can eat it. I've said this before, give it to the food bank. If you're not able to give it away to your family and friends, if you can't eat it, try to save it and give it away so it doesn't become waste, because you worked hard. I mean, we work hard to grow what we are going to grow, right? So if you can't, I mean, sometimes we go on vacation, sometimes work conference comes up and life happens and you won't have some of that. But the things that you can salvage before it goes to waste, I say always think about how could someone else benefit that if you can't benefit?
Y'all know how
always grow too much.
Y'all know, I would say have a list of people you give away to. Y'all know how I said I wasn't gonna grow all them tomatoes. Hey Jen, I want to grow all them tomatoes this year. So I was talking to the sisters in the sister chat, and you growing tomatoes this year, right? I'm growing some. Why? You want green tomatoes? Yes.
Yeah.
Put your bid in now. Put it in now.
And share with your neighbors. Let me tell y'all. So the other week, one of our neighbors who we had gifted some stuff, not last year, but the year before, he saw my husband and he was like, hey, we didn't get no vegetables last year.
Yeah.
We was like, oh, my husband told him, well, you know what the Bible say? You teach a man to fish.
That's in the Bible, but okay.
I wasn't even thinking about the fact that we didn't give him anything last year.
That is hilarious.
So if you start giving your neighbors stuff, they will begin to expect it. Uh-oh. What's that mean, CC?
CC, you got chickens across the way. You reach there with your chicken folks.
Oh, I do give them a lot of the leaves and things like that. From the plants and stuff. They got a lot of cabbage. They got a lot of, different things whenever I'm cleaning the leaves off. So I do send it down to my neighbor.
Yep. And you get eggs in exchange. That's always good.
I hadn't got any eggs from her, but I've been having somebody else give me eggs.
There you go.
Because I send things to the church, and then my mom's like, well, we got some more, yard eggs. Don't put them in the refrigerator. You don't put them. No.
Don't put them in the refrigerator. Nope.
Listen, okay. So when you have people with your vegetables, are you making people pick their own? Or are you picking it for them, or it just depends?
I pick it for them. They get whatever I pick out of my garden. Here you go.
Yeah. only a few people get to come in my garden and pick.
Right. Yeah. And that's usually family, my grandbaby.
Right.
And I'm teaching her how to harvest the things and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
But she just go around just biting everything. I'm like, she's like, it's good, Cece. I was like, okay. Oh.
Yeah. Like, it ain't even right yet.
We were trying to take a picture of the big cabbage. And we had to just break her off of one of the big leaves because she was just like munching it while I was like, okay, I'm getting, like insect bites. I'm getting grandbaby bites.
Jay Rosen, that was your fault.
Okay.
I read her comment that said bad neighbor.
Oh.
Yep. Listen, I don't know what my neighbor's gonna get, but that's something to do with when you feel like, oh, I've just got too much, or if you like, I'm not gonna be able to process this before it goes bad. Let me give it away, so that's a good way to do it. CCB eating too. Listen, strawberries are good. Strawberries are good. Will I get any this year? Probably not. But that's what we're doing with our garden waste. We're making good time. So let's talk about garden losses. I don't even remember what my thought process was behind it because I didn't put any context to it. Garden losses. When you lose a crop in the garden, what do you do? Outside of crying and be mad.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be crying.
Outside of having an adult tantrum. What do you do with your garden losses? The last garden season when my cucumbers started, what did I have? Powdery mildew, I think it was. And they just all stopped producing. And I was like, well, I have a few already. I still had some in seed trays, but I just seeded some more. And what's the Jacqueline say? If it ain't making, pull it up and put something else in this place.
Mm-hmm. Right. But I also think one of the best things that we can do is to really assess what it is we planted, how we planted it, and what we can do differently the next time for.
Oh, it's starting, Cece. It's starting, girl. It's starting. That money rolling in.
You're welcome. Living Out Loud podcast. That's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
quick question: rutabagas, does it grow underground or is it above ground?
Under the root.
Okay. I'm trying to fill up these trays, so I'm going through my seed bag.
I just was out in alphabetical order. Let me just start here.
I got some. I went to a field trip. Now that you say rutabaga, we call it Twilight Talks here in Fauquier County, where you go to different farms, and I have never seen a rutabaga plant. I've heard about it, everything. And actually got to see the plant. And I mean, it's got to be 6 foot by 6 foot. It's huge.
Yeah.
And the rutabaga plant is real big?
It can grow really big. Yeah. So FYI.
It's not a vine.
Huh?
It's not a vine, right?
No, it's a bush. It's a bush. It's like, I'm kidding. It must have been 5 foot.
Leaves get really broad out, kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, what does it say on your packet?
Oh, it says plant 6 to 8 inches apart.
Rutabaga?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, the rutabaga plants. Maybe I got the wrong thing.
This one is called, they call it a cabbage turnip.
All right, let me go look. Maybe I got the wrong plant.
What
do you normally plant with strawberries and make pie?
What?
Rhubarb.
That's my problem. All right.
Oh.
So,
I was gonna say that my husband has
rutabaga, nice.
I got the wrong thing. Rhubarb.
Okay, so rutabaga, because I can plant that with something like, so I'm thinking maybe I can plant this where I have my cabbages, some collards planted, because they'll be growing down below and the leaves can help to keep the soil cool. Yes, no?
Do what?
Try
it. Everybody's like, what?
What you said?
So one of the things that I saw somewhere as it relates to really kind of helping to cover your soil, like especially if you're not mulching, when you interplant things, so you have your leafy things that are growing above ground, then you have root crops that are growing below, but the leaves from that will help to keep the soil cool. So I'm wondering, can I plant the rutabagas in between where I have the collards so that okay. All right, so I think I'm gonna do 6 of these and I'll be done sowing seeds tonight.
Okay. And thank you, Angela.
Okay, so let's go back to some of the things. So Kay Rosen said that they threw away a bush cucumber that was infested with aphid. And like Shelly said, first you find out what was your loss. Why did you lose it? Right? Yep. Is it something you could have prevented or not? Connie, your first time gardening in pots in Detroit.
That's good. You can control a lot in a pot, right?
Yeah, and Detroit is a little warmer than I am. And one thing about pot, you can actually wrap the bottom of the pot so the soil
Yep.
doesn't get too cold,
Yep.
as well as cover the top of
You
your
can move
plant.
them where you need
Right.
to move them.
Get more
Our pots are
sun,
great.
different things, or
Mhm.
closer to the house, where it'd be warmer than out in the field when the wind is whipping and all that thing. So you have options with pots. Nisi, she was yelling at herself. She's out fertilizing and broke her squat. Listen, I am the queen. Y'all was here when I cut my plant, right? Y'all was here when I cut. I said it. I'm like, y'all. I tried to be careful because I would kill a plant, and I said, "Whoop," and that plant said, "Whoop." I said,
Oh.
okay, "That's that." So yes, I've done that. Sometimes it's operator error. We're heavy-handed. We're moving too quick. We're not realizing what we're doing. So yeah, I get it. Let me see. My cucumbers almost made it, but something attacked it from underground. Disappointing to say the least.
Plant
Miss-
more.
Yeah.
Plant more.
Listen. Yeah, plant more. She said
Yes,
plant more.
cucumbers have a short, 45 days. You can have
Yeah.
cucumbers. So it's
You
great.
can plant cucumbers every week.
Yeah, you could plant them every week, exactly. And you'd be good to go.
I was reading in the Old Testament. Oh, I can't tell y'all where. I think it was in Deuteronomy, and they were talking about. Yeah, it was in Deuteronomy. The lesson was talking about basically how you treat the strangers, but it was talking about when you have a field. Once you've gleaned all you're gonna get from the field, if you realize something is out there, leave it for the stranger and for this and whatever. And sometimes you just gotta plant extra.
Yep.
Because you can't do nothing about the animals. As mad as I am about this cat that I keep threatening, you just have to play extra, and expect that. I lost all my stars this year. I put them outside under a frost cover. I went to the hospital for surgery, and there was a wacky freeze at night and lost everything.
No.
Oh, Nancy, that is so sad. I know your feelings with her, but there's something you can't control, right?
Yeah.
You can't control that you were what you couldn't monitor, and who to say that even if you wasn't in the hospital that you wouldn't have lost it, because as much as we try, we can't control the weather.
That's right.
We can plan for it, but even if the forecast is wrong, you may not plan that well. So hopefully you're able to get something done this year.
Yep.
Learning so much. It's been cold, but it's nice today, so that's cool. Broccoli heads haven't formed, and I'm pulling everything. Did it get hot? So my first broccoli experience, I went to the nursery and bought stuff. This is when I was in an apartment building, and I had never grown broccoli, didn't know anything about growing broccoli, never read up on it. And I put them out there, and I had all these big leaves, never got a broccoli head. And then I was like, well, looking up what I could do with the leaves. I said, oh, you could cook them like collards. Let me say, them the nastiest. Green, they were bitter, they were tough. You don't know why? Now that I know, they were bitter and tough because the whole plant had went to seed.
Oh, so it's just knowing.
It was hot. I planted that stuff out. Y'all know it got hot, and I think I put that garden out, the plants out late that year, and I put it out there. It grew big, and then it bolted, and I'm still trying to eat them leaves. I'm trying to baby it, thinking I'm gonna finally get some broccoli, and I didn't. I didn't have Jacqueline to tell me you ain't getting no broccoli. Pull it up out the ground, do something else.
All right, someone posted Nisi. There's a parthenocarpic zucchini. You got me on my phone looking, girl.
Please explain what that is, Jacqueline.
Parthenocarpic means that the plant does not require bees to pollinate. The plant self-pollinates. So for you guys often talk about my quick snack cucumbers. I don't have to put a fan on them because they're parthenocarpic and they will automatically pollinate themselves. So I don't have to do any extra work like I do my tomatoes or my peppers where I have to have a fan, or my eggplants that the fan doesn't work and I have to go in with my special toothbrush in order to pollinate my eggplants. But to hear that you have a parthenocarpic zucchini, and like she says, you can cover it, right, to get away from the squash bugs and all that good stuff. I am Googling right now.
Okay, Kate Rosen said she has her zucchini under a net and is hand pollinated to save thanks to the squash vine board. and her ways. Listen. I don't know what to tell you about that girl. So I can go and put my seeds in the pot. It's cool. Here, one thing about putting in the seeds in the pot, the seeds are not going to germinate until the weather change. So they'll keep in the soil until the weather changes to what it likes, and then it'll go ahead and germinate. Because that's what happened in nature, right? The seeds are left there after the plant dies, and they'll stay dormant until the weather changes to what it likes, and then it will go ahead and start to grow. So you can put seeds in pots, even though it's pretty cold there. Just like our what is it that we do? The greenhouses outside, winter sowing in the water jugs. I mean, in the jugs. Leave it out there until they get warm enough in that jug, and then they'll come right on up.
Right.
You want to do a Garden Girl super chat? I think the only one that is monetized is Cynthia.
Cynthia.
My Cash App is my name. I don't know about the other ladies. I don't know if they have a Cash App. But thank you so much.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you, Angela.
Look, I put it in there for you now. I ain't ashamed.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
So thank you. Yes. Cynthia right now is the only one that's monetized. I'm slowly working on it.
We're all getting there slowly but surely.
Yeah, I haven't.
While y'all putting that in there, can I show you my little harvest?
Yes.
You can show us your harvest.
Jacqueline.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you type mine in? It's just my name. My first and last name.
Okay, so that's that's a pretty yellow. Is that a Kellogg's?
No, this is called a yummy. It's called Yummy Tomato. So I'm thinking it's either going to be, well, it didn't already pass the yellow. So it's going to be an orange tomato. But it's called a Yummy Tomato. I got this at the at our
hashtag is $.
The garden, my garden club, when they was giving out tomatoes. I had bought one of the plants or whatever. But yeah, this is the Yummy Tomato. It's called Yummy Tomato. Anyway, but
can you hold it back up? I'm sorry, I missed it. Ooh,
that's beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
No cracks or anything, girl.
No. I know. And so it's gonna turn like an orange color.
Girl, take that.
It actually looks orange to me now.
Yeah,
it's gonna get deeper.
It's gonna get deeper orange. Because I went on harvested because we're supposed to be getting rain. So the other thing is this year for my sweet corn, I decided to do the double red sweet corn. And because our weather was fluctuating and everything, I didn't think I was going to get any corn. I was like, oh man, because it kept acting up or whatever. But I was able to harvest some corn. Look at the.
Let me go ahead and put you back on screen. Hold on.
I need to see that close up.
Let me maximize.
Pretty
cool.
That is beautiful.
This is the double red sweet corn. Now I was thinking the corn is going to be like the husk of it. Now the stalk is this color as well, but
so you can eat that like regular sweet corn.
Oh yeah, it's sweet
corn.
What
kind of corn is that?
It's double red sweet corn.
I ain't never heard of
double red sweet corn. But the funny thing is, because I was thinking the corn is going to be just like the husk, but this is what it looks like.
Oh, it looks like that glass corn.
Yeah. But look how that looks.
Wow,
that is beautiful.
That is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And you do save your corn husks. Silks, not the husk, the silks of it, and then you make your corn silk tea, which is good. It's a good diuretic. It helps you with your urinary tract as well. So I do save my corn silks to make me some corn silk tea. But I just wanted to show you the detail of that corn. Look at that. Now I do have a little places
that's real pretty,
but look at
question. Your corn husk, are you freezing them? Are you drying them? I mean, not your corn husk, your silks for your tea. Are you drying them? Or are you freezing them?
I am going to dry them.
Okay.
I'm going to dry the silk. Well, I'm going to drink some with it,
Fresh.
without it being dried fresh. And then the other ones, I'm going to dry it. But yeah, look how
That is so pretty.
That is beautiful.
and it's sweet. It's a sweet corn. But the funny thing is, because I ate it raw in the garden, did a whole video, whatever. Oh, where did I go?
I don't know. You froze on my
There
end.
you go. There you go. Am I back?
Yeah,
Yes.
you back.
Yes.
Okay. Sudden, I punched button. But when you go to boil this, it turns white. So if you
Oh,
want it to be
bummer.
pretty,
Aw.
you know, it's just like the green beans. They be all
Yeah.
red
A magic seed.
and then they turn green. So it's like, you know, you can't eat it fresh like this. It tastes good. It's good sweet corn.
Really
But the husk on there just so gorgeous.
beautiful. It's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
what are you going to use the husk for?
I don't know.
Maybe can you use it to make tamales?
Tamales.
or something?
I mean, I'm gonna make one or two of them or whatever. I
Oh,
don't know. But I mean, that color is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
So now that my red corn is up and I did succession planting on the corn. So I
Good.
got other ones coming up, but they all, you know, like up. Look at that.
Is that a hybrid?
Look at her color of her fingers. You're purple.
No, they die.
Those
They
are
die.
cute. I wanna
That's
get
why
some
the
of them.
Indians used it for dyeing because
Right.
of that
Something
same
to be on
reason.
my
Definitely
wish list.
dark enough to do it.
Yep.
But no, it's not a hybrid.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay.
No, it's just a sweet corn. So now that I have that corn up, I'm gonna do the dent corn, a blue dent corn. So
Okay.
that you make cornmeal with, or
Mhm.
you know, they also have a blue popcorn. But I'm gonna do the to make me some cornmeal now. I'm gonna drop those corn seeds. But that's all it. I just want to show you my corn. I thought that was so cool.
It's
It
beautiful.
is.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you is, Sheeta, you can go back to the 4. I think you know Cece don't
Okay,
let you
hold on.
hold out.
I was doing something else. Hold on. I was doing something. Y'all can look at CC pretty face a little longer. You're gonna be all right.
So, Cece, my question to you is, where did you learn about that corn at?
Well, this was just I actually had the package of just
And
I
I'm
was
only asking that because you know, like we've never seen that, and so oftentimes we see and we hear about new things, and we decide we're going to try it. So I'm just curious where you learned about that at, so that everybody else
I have
can.
the package of it. I have to look at it on, but I want to say it came from one of the
Was
stores.
it a catalog purchase?
It wasn't a catalog purchase. It was
Grocery store. I mean, you went to the big spot or
yeah.
grocery. Okay.
It just said double red sweet corn. I was like, oh, and
Alright.
so yeah.
Let me put this up. This is really cool. Unique says she's got several of her bare root trees mailed to her wrapped in corn husk.
Oh,
That's a
That's-
thought.
okay.
That is very interesting.
Perfect.
Because the color is
Great way.
so bold, and it does dye like you do with the
Mhm.
roselle.
Yeah.
Dye your fingers, that does as well. So I need to look up and see what to do with it.
That's okay. You need to talk about bare roots, and I was watching GT Junior open his mail earlier. So listen, let me put this out here. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. If somebody want to send me a piece of a fig, if Chicago or preferably a Chicago fig,
My
Brand
figs
new
are
figs.
not doing well. I have one that's
I would be
growing
glad
back.
to receive it. It could be
I'm
now,
hardening
it could
them
be in
off.
the future. I just tossed that out there.
Yeah, I'm hardening it off. I'm hardening off 2 of my figs right now, and I'm hoping that eventually they will grow big enough that I can propagate it and give some away.
Mm-hmm.
That corn just got me, because I said I was gonna do corn this year. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do. It's a lot that I want to be able to, but I also have a lot on my plate. So I just pray for your girl. Because I think I can do what I want to do. I just have to find like a rhythm for my body, right?
Right.
I have to know when to rest and not push, right? Eat my vegetables, drink my water, and mind my business. Take my vitamins. It's 9:57.
I know. Almost time to wrap up.
This is good. Garden Losses, where'd you find the seeds? She said the store. So I just looked them up. I just looked them up. They're at several places. Double red seeds. So you can order them at they're on Etsy and these heirloom. They're on Truth. I'm not paying that. That's a 25-pound bag. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute, that's a lot of money.
No.
So you can find them. You can find them online. It seemed like pretty easy. So, I hope you all enjoyed tonight. I tried to put the ladies' cash apps on the screen for those that
the nickel contact Unique. Unique has the she's got the stash of okra.
Well, or you can wait till next week and then I can just put them in your hand.
Oh, there you go.
And if so, she can put them in your hand. She said, "Thank you. I do some okra." All right. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for your support and hopping on. Thank you all for waiting for 3 whole weeks.
Yeah.
I trust that you all had a wonderful Mother's Day, or whatever situation you're in. If you have children, don't have children. If you have your mother, don't have your mother. I pray that you found joy in the weekend, some laughter, some peace, some rest, and that you are just experiencing life and you're thriving and not just surviving. So we just thank you all for being here on the Garden Girls Chat and Chew yet again for another great week. We're at 62 right now. If you haven't the video, whatever platform or whatever page you're watching, please do so. If you have not had a chance to go to each lady's channel and subscribe, our channel names are on the screen. Mine is Rashida Monique, Jacqueline's Four Seasons Garden, CC's Texas Garden, and Shelly's Homestead Hideaway. Those are the names of their channels. If you go to mine, go to the description, you will have a link to each of their pages. And so we appreciate you. Hopefully you found a friend in your garden zone in the chat. Follow somebody in the chat. They might have some more answers to your questions. We appreciate you for being here. We thank you for your time, your 2 hours every other Sunday, pretty much, where we just talk about things in the garden. Just some ladies chatting it up, eating some snacks. And I did finish all my snacks, y'all.
Good.
Everything but my water.
Healthy snacks.
Everything but my water. So I gotta get my water in. But I'm on this journey.
Can I chime in real quick?
Yes, baby.
Because I feel the that closing affirmation coming. And I told y'all I was going to share with y'all a snack that I was going to have. So I got me some lime chips here. But what I really want to
them chips today.
Huh?
That's the second time I've seen those chips today.
So, but what I really want to share with you guys, I'm not sure. Let me see. Is Farmer Chad still on here?
That's why, Rashida, a lot of gluten-free people eat them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't turn the keyboard off. No wonder. Is Farmer Chad still on here?
She waved at 9:59. She might still be here.
Yes. Okay. Don't do the eyes like that. So, a little while back, you guys, Farmer Chad sent me some Carolina Reaper salsa.
Ooh.
So I had told her I was going to eat some of this on the live tonight, and I forget what she said, something about choking or whatever. But I want to take this time to highlight her. Like, we love Farmer Chaz, her lives. And this is one of the products that she makes or that she made. I don't know if she'll be making it next year. I'm almost afraid to smell it. Whew,
spicy. You smell the heat.
Yeah, it's
real spicy.
But I wanted to talk about it because we are in the new gardening season. And I am sure she's going to be growing lots of hot peppers. And the pepper challenge, girl, she's just all over the place. The pepper challenge is going to be back, right, Chaz?
Yes.
And so if you are interested and you think you're brave enough
nope,
to participate in
I ain't even brave enough to plant the seeds.
I will plant them, but I will not eat them.
If you think you're brave enough to try the hot pepper challenge, email Chaz. I need some scissors to open this.
But why you doing that? Chaz asked me, she said, what pepper seeds you need, Rashida? I'm like, baby, I need sweet pepper seeds. I can't
That's what she said. She said sweet pepper.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, she asked me which was, I was like, let me reiterate.
Right.
I want none.
She don't want nothing hot.
I got jalapeno. That's what I can do. Jalapeno, the serrano chilies.
Okay,
I can
so
do
let me
that.
do this real quick, and then you can finish your close out. She couldn't even take the jalapeno from her own garden.
Oh, poor Unique. I can do
All right, so here we go, y'all.
jalapeno.
And I believe this is hot. I think it's really
Carolina
spicy.
Reaper, yeah, it should be real hot.
Yep. Go ahead.
You could have put it back on all four of y'all. So
No, we want to see
No,
you.
we want to see you
up
cry.
Now we want to see your pretty face like we saw CC. We want to
We want to see
Here
you
we
cry.
Go on.
Okay.
We want to see your nose start running.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Woo, baby.
Woo, baby. Yeah, that's. You better
That's
go drink some
good
milk.
salsa. But it is for sure.
Hot.
Where's the milk? Go grab some milk.
No, it's not that hot that I need milk. But if you don't do hot stuff, like don't play with this. This is not child's play.
No, thank
No.
you.
You know,
But I can handle it.
No.
I
Because
said this
I
before.
ain't no punk.
Girl, listen, I'll be a
You
punk.
sure are. You ain't not no cup.
I will be a punk. My stomach, my intestines, and everything else love me because I'm
Exactly.
a punk. So listen,
Right.
that right there,
Yeah, no, thank you.
the same. Everything in you got to come out. And let me tell you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
try to
hit
do
Mama Chas up if y'all want to participate in the hot pepper challenge.
I
Sonya
love
said you about to grow hair on your chest.
Girl, yes.
It's gonna make a real woman out of you.
Shoot, that is so funny. Listen, oh my gosh.
All right.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed your salsa, Shelly. Y'all,
Mhm.
thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for the laugh and the kikis and all the love that you show. I do want you to know that before you leave this particular broadcast, that you are blessed. You are highly favored. You are the apple of your father's eye. He is absolutely and positively concerned about you. He thinks that you are the best thing since sliced bread. You can cast your cares on him and know that God cares for you and God loves you with an everlasting love. And there's nothing and there's no thing you can do about it. You all have a wonderful and a blessed day. I can't say that and read the comments.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night, y'all. We love
Good night,
y'all.
everyone.
Oh, can the button work? Hold on, y'all.